around the back of the house because it's nice and sunny for once. So today's project is dechroming the VXR. It's got these lovely black metal VXR badges from a company called Unity Stickers. These are gel inlays as well. Apparently on eBay you can't get black VXR badges with blue inlay anymore, and Amazon cancelled my order twice for the ones that I tried to get from there, so I had no luck. This strip of vinyl that's apparently the right size to dechrome underneath the windows, which is just ordered from eBay, and then oversized roll of gloss black vinyl, also off eBay, but this is proper 3M stuff. I'm not sure what brand this is, but it's a company that does the dechrome kits for most cars. It's a lovely day for it, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and get all that fitted.
First off, I'm wiping down all the chrome that's about to get wrapped, so the vinyl has a nice clean surface to stick to. With that done, I can grab a spray bottle full of water, add a tiny bit of soap, and spray this on the window trim that I'm about to wrap. This stops the wrap from sticking until it's dried out, making it a bit easier to line everything up. Now we just cut the wrap roughly to the right length and try to stick it on straight without any bubbles or creases. Here I'm trimming the end of the strip and wrapping it around the back of the trim so there isn't an exposed edge that could get peeled up. Now it's just a matter of heating with a hairdryer and pushing the water out with your fingers or a bank card. Finally, the other end can be trimmed with a Stanley knife, and the same goes for the top of the wrap to make sure it doesn't overlap with the rubber on the trim, which it won't stick to very well. With that done, I've just got to do the same on the rear window, then this side is complete. And of course, it'd look a bit silly if I didn't do the same on the other side of the car. I've sped this up about 1,000,000 times speed so you don't have to sit here all day and watch me do the same thing twice. And that's both sides done. It's crazy how half an hour's work makes the whole car look so much better, and I can't help but wonder why I didn't do this a year ago. However, we're not done yet. There's still a massive amount of chrome at the back of the car on the strip that runs across the whole boot. And that silver and red VXR badge really doesn't match the black and blue colour scheme we're now going for. So, the badge has to go.
Unfortunately about to get immediately rained off, so I'll get this VXR badge off and then probably have to finish up tomorrow. But plenty of heat and some dental floss. Cuts through the adhesive really quick. Just as the heavens have opened, I've got that off. Looks like I'm going in.
When it finally stopped raining, I headed back out with a rag and some acetone. I wouldn't use this on paint, but it won't damage the chrome strip and it makes short work of the residue left behind from the adhesive that used to hold the badge on. If you've ever peeled the glue off by hand when debadging your car, this is about 1,000 times easier.
As you can probably tell, it's another day. I got rained off yesterday, taking the badge off, but it's off and it's pretty clean. Cleaned the back end of the car because I had to drive it last night. Cleaned it again today, and I'm going to get on with sticking the wrap on now.
Just like before, I cut the wrap to size, this time making sure to leave enough on the bottom for the overhang underneath the chrome strip, and leaving enough on the ends to wrap round basically behind the boot where the chrome strip meets the lights. I also sprayed everything down with water again, which is extra important this time as we really don't want it sticking to the rest of the boot when positioning the vinyl. It also really helps to have a second pair of hands with this one to help you stretch the wrap so that you can apply it easily. Starting with the middle before sticking down the ends while keeping everything tight to avoid creases. Because of the shape of the strip, I ended up with a lot of creases and bubbles, especially on the bottom, but most of them were pretty easy to flatten out with a Tesco club card. I peeled off the protective film, then carefully removed as many of the remaining imperfections as I could from the wrap.
It's all stuck down, it's not peeling. A couple of mishaps. Got a patch in here, don't know if you can see it. You can't see it on camera. So it's really not very visible, and it's underneath, so you're not going to see it normally anyway. And then here, for whatever reason, I've just got a bunch of creases. Like, there was tons of bubbles in it, even though it was pulled tight. And they've ended up just creasing up as I've tried to squeegee them out with a bit of heat. The only way I could fix that is really just peeling it up and re-sticking that bit, but there's no way of just doing that part without just putting wrinkles everywhere else. So I think I'm just gonna leave it and accept that that's what it looks like. One there, smaller one there. All in all, not bad. You can barely see them from a distance. They don't show up on camera. So yeah, I'm gonna throw the rear badge on, and then the last thing to do is that front badge, and it's already looking miles better. Although at the minute it looks like a VXR knockoff because there's no badge on it.
However, that problem is easily solved. The new badge just sticks straight on, being careful to get it level and centered in the right spot. I did try heating up the adhesive and the strip itself to ensure I get the best results, but to be fair, I've never needed to do this in the past. The last job of the day is changing the front badge. For easy access, the upper grille has to come off, which is just 4 T25 screws along the top and some very loose clips along the bottom. The VXR badge is removed with floss, the same as before, and this time I'm just peeling off the leftover adhesive by hand, as it's nowhere near as well stuck. This badge is a plate and screw kind, but the screws aren't really in the right place to fit between the honeycombs in the grille. I ended up lightly modifying the grille using an 8mm drill bit in the corners of the honeycombs to create a slot for the screws to sit in. With the badge pressed in, it lines up perfectly and covers up the slots that I had to add. The plates go on the back, with a nut threaded on each and nipped up tight to make sure the badge doesn't fall off. As I showed earlier, the stock badge is just stuck on, and that seems just fine, so you could probably just use another adhesive backed badge for the front. However, this way there's no chance of it going missing. And here's the final product. Well, almost final, as we still have to reattach the upper grille, which is simple enough. I have noticed since putting everything back together that you can see the plates behind the badge quite clearly through the grille, especially in direct sunlight. In the future, I'm definitely going to whip the badge back off and paint the plates and screws satin black so they're not as obvious, but I can live with it for now. Because as you can see, on a blue car, the black and blue badge looks so much better than stock. That's all for this video. If you liked it, drop us a like, and if you want to see more, there's like another 20 videos of literally everything I've done with the car since getting it, including mods, maintenance, drag racing and track days. Consider doing a subscribe and leave any comments in the comments as you do. Thanks for watching.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want and I pray, all I need are some better day. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate.